Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just as before, I basically just did the thing and told you guys about if you want to have that specific Spider-Man to, well, Spider-Person to actually get their own comic, you buy and buy out. Well, it looks like that the one that Spider-Girl is in is actually a Amazing Spider-Man comic. Well, that's going to be kind of hard. Well, the good news is that I guess if you actually buy that, if you do want to have that specific Spider Girl to continue, I'm not sure because, well, number one, it could be interpreted they're like, oh, they really like Ms. Marvel, but of course they would actually look at the recent one as well and basically be like, okay, it might not be Ms. Marvel, but they could actually misinterpret it. So let's get on with what Spider Girl is. So in this Spider Girl, basically, as we last seen, and heck, I even have the picture of it, the fact of she was kissing Normie and she confessed her love to him. Now we have a new guy named West, which is like, okay, who the frick is West? And now you also have the thing of where Merlin actually says he wants the spider totems of this world, and he only labels Peter, Mayday, and Benjamin. He doesn't say whatsoever about Ben Riley, doesn't say whatsoever about Kane. So, oh yeah, and and Ben Riley's son. I think his name was Riley something. Well, anyways, he didn't mention those guys, so that means that either A, they forgot all about, oh yeah, they're alive in this universe, or B, it's just a fact of, well, there's B and C. B is the fact of straight up forgot, and or they basically are dissing them right now, basically saying, well, they're not spider totems, they're just freaking clones, and son of a clone, so yeah, it doesn't count. And if so, that's kind of like a messed up cop out. I would at least like to have Ben Riley, his son, and I forgot the name of the girlfriend. I think it was Elizabeth. I mean, his wife, Elizabeth, along with Kane. I would have liked all of them to be there, ready to beat down Merlin. It would have been a lot better of a comic if they did, and it wouldn't have been a diss of just being like, oh yeah, so Ben Riley was alive in that universe, and also those guys, because chances are they didn't die. Yeah, they most likely didn't die in Spider-Girl, because I don't really remember that. Because if they did, then when I was looking up stuff, it would have been said, oh yeah, he's dead. Oh yeah, he's dead. Oh yeah, he's dead. So maybe Merlin ate them and they didn't want to, I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of like the big loophole here is the fact of there are at least 3 more spider totems and he didn't even mention them, or it's just the fact that they're dissing them and they forgot about them. So, I don't know. So, as we can see from the comic, it looks like Peter and Mary Jane are both dead, maybe. And Wes is dead too. As for the uncles and cousin, it's unknown to me. I have no idea. So, yeah. So basically now it's just Mayday Parker and Ben, and Ben's a baby, so he's just going to be someone who's going to be protected safely. So if this series did continue with this, which I would like to say, I wish it was just another issue. I wish it was another issue of Edge of Spide Verse. I really wish it was. Because if it was, then it could explain exactly what happened from the end issue of Spider-Girl all the way to now. So we can figure out, oh, Normie broke up with her. Or she broke up with Normie because she was like, this is a big thingy or some sort, or maybe Normie turned into Green Goblin and he went nutso and she was like, oh my gosh, and all that stuff. We don't really know. It would be very, very nice to know exactly what has happened between that time and this time. So right now she has a boyfriend, Wes, who's completely getting hurt, and looks like Normie is safe. Either Normie is safe or Normie is completely nutso or in jail or something like that. We don't really get a reason, so I wish it was its own issue. So at least not only it can have a chance to get rebooted, or at least not rebooted but continued, you can also have, we know exactly what happened between the cancellation and the event of Spider Verse. But for right now, we don't really know. I really hope they come into it and say, yes, we know exactly what happened. This is what happened. And maybe give us a graphic novel or something to catch us, speed us up on stuff. Well, the only other thing to talk about is just the fact of maybe they'll have April in this too. Of course, notice that the original April from the MC2 universe, she actually died saving Mayday Parker. Yeah, so if they actually do it, they could actually go back and say, what if April didn't do it? And that's a brand new universe all by herself, and that means that April can join along in a fight unless freaking Merlin already ate her. In that case, well, ooh. But at least that universe, maybe the Peter Parker's safe, maybe not. I don't know. Or just for a little end thing is that, well, maybe since they didn't mention Ben Reilly, he could return, even though I think he basically is a spider totem. Chances are he's a spider totem, and chances are Kane is too. So it's kind of weird that they forgot all about that. But since they forgot about that, maybe she can return to her timeline or to her universe. As soon as she does that, basically it will just be she's living with Uncle Ben now and her cousin and Elizabeth. Yeah, so that's like the new status quo. And plus it's kind of funny because now they have the whole, oh, we have a Spider-Man with an Uncle Ben that she lives with now. Which is, I think it's kind of funny if you think about it. It is kind of funny. Well, anyways, I really wish that this happened to Patria. I think that's what her name was, Patria. I wish this happened to her, the animated version of Spider-Girl, than actually Mayday Parker, but apparently, ugh. At least I could tell you this, is that Peter fought to the very end, I think. And as for anyone who actually is new to Spider-Girl and asking what's the deal with his leg, well, there was one fight, the final fight with Green Goblin, where he was getting his daughter back, and he got his daughter back, but he lost something. He lost his leg, so now he has a robotic leg to replace that leg. Yeah. Well, anyways, for anyone who actually cares about Spider-Girl and wants to look at the issue, even though it's a half issue, the link is down below to check it out, so go right ahead and, well, man, this kind of sucks. Peace out.